Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing, well more of a showcase because these aren't official cases. I actually grabbed two boxes at random and filled them up. You're going to see what's inside. We're talking car culture chases. It is time. This is the much anticipated Hot Wheels Race Day Porsche 911 GT3R. This is Roxy, the chase for Race Day here in 2024. And I said when I did this Race Day showcase that I was not going to open the chase yet because I had it planned for a different showcase. Well, today is the day we're going to open up Roxy. Stay tuned for that because we are talking car culture chases from Hot Wheels. I have all 20 in these two boxes. It's been, what, I think 3 years since they introduced the chase, and we're here at number 20, and we have the first non-black chase. We're going to open that up with a couple of others as we go through all 20 car culture chases so far. Very excited to do it. I have them loose over here. I have them carded over here. I keep one of each, but I have some that I need to open, and I've saved the last 3 mixes to do that right now. I was waiting for 20 and here we are, so you should enjoy this video. Stick around and we will just start in unboxing style, showcasing each chase. So car culture introduced in 2016, I believe. It became a hit from the moment it came out. They were doing 5 cars per mix. Each one had a theme. They could be just off-road racing. They could be a brand like Golf or Toyota. And then about 3 years ago, Hot Wheels decided to mix in a chase element to this. Now, mixed opinions about this, right? Some people like chases, some people don't. Some people just say, hey, just car culture, and I understand this, car culture is what it is, just let us enjoy it and not have to pursue a chase. And I totally understand that, why some people wouldn't like it, but other people really like the chase element of collecting, so either way, I agree with, I can understand everybody's sentiment about this. What I will say is, chase or not, the fact that they did the chase and the way they've executed it as taking a model from the 5 and then going all black, just taking the same deco and then turning it black and numbering it 0 of 5 is, I think, a really brilliant chase concept. So I really like these. I mean, like, you know, Hot Wheels started the chase concept with treasure hunts to start, and then super treasure hunts, and now they're doing this with car culture. So always black, and then we have the first non-black, and there was a reason for that. I think we're going to go back to black afterwards, but we'll talk about it. This is the first one that they did from, what was the, I think they all have, I don't know if they always have the names. This is American Scene. I'll show you the models. I'm not going to go through all the models. I'll just show you the back of the card so you know what the 5 are. They picked the Corvette. A lot of times they pick the new model, not always. This one didn't have a new casting in it. This is the C8.R, and I'll just put this right here, and I will actually, we'll kind of create a little bit of a car show, and there it is loose, and I'll just put it on the turntable so you can see it. I guess if I'm conceptualizing this, I'll show you the art. Julian Coyles has done the art for all of these. Julian Coyles is no longer with Hot Wheels, so we're going to see some new art maybe midway through 2025 or something like that. I don't know who's going to handle it, but Julian did some amazing, his legacy for Hot Wheels is pretty fantastic, especially with the car culture art. And here is that model. So I will put this, and then here is the actual model. So I'll put this on the turntable so we can see it. Yeah, what was the model? It was kind of a red, white, and blue version of the C8R. Great, great casting. And, you know, the legacy of this one is that it was the first chase, and I really like how they did this. Obviously, you're going to see, I think every one of them has black wheels. Every one of them has black body. They kind of, sometimes they just modify it into a black and gray version of the chase. Sometimes they remove the deco. We'll just talk about this, but that is the Corvette. Well, we're going to have to figure out how to do this, but we'll just kind of, I guess I can put the camera down here, and we'll just kind of start creating this this car show. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We're going on the fly. All right, next one. That was the Corvette. This is the 2012 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. This was a new model in the Deutschland design mix. What was cool about this one is that it went from one color to the next to the next. This was obviously, they're all 0 of 5. There are the models. The Black Series was introduced in red. Its signature is white. I don't think we've seen a version of this white, but this black with black rims is pretty sweet. I'll put that here. Actually, we're going to just do this car show. We'll organize the car show towards the end. We don't want to be knocking cars around. Here is the model. Put it on the turntable. Black Series is a great introduction, or a great model to be introduced into car culture, kind of a signature of the C63, of course. And it really does look good. I mean, all these chases, I think, and you guys can tell me what you think, but you know, sometimes super treasure hunts are ridiculous versions of regular versions, and even the regular versions are ridiculous versions of the actual car in basic. But these are sweet. Like they work, and they look good on their own, chase or not. So that's the Mercedes AMG Black Series, AMG Black Series, not the movie theater, number 3. And it's still early on. This is the chase of all chases. I wonder if Roxy will compete with this one as the chase to have. This is, of course, the Liberty Walk ER34 Super Silhouette Nissan Skyline. Another new casting introduced in car culture in this mix. I'll show you the back. This was Mountain Drifters. This is actually an international card. Mountain Drifters was the theme. There are the models. Sorry, it's not. There we go. They obviously picked the right one because this is an amazing chase. I actually found this one at a Kroger store too and traded for some internationally. Red and black Liberty Walk Skyline. It's an actual car. They did a replica of this one. And then I don't know how it came first. I think then Hot Wheels did the chase, and then I think Liberty Walk then created a version, an actual real version of the Skyline Chase in all black. It's just legendary. Well, here, I'll put this back. Artwork's fantastic, by the way. And here is the model. It deserves. This was voted Model of the Year, Lamley Awards Model of the Year when it came out a couple years ago. First Hot Wheels to get that award. Once we did it, I think it was the second to win the tournament, and deservedly so. Remember, it actually went up against the regular version in the Lamley Awards, and it's just fantastic. I mean, the regular version looks great in the red and black. This one looks even better in all black. It's just a chase that is not only rare and valuable, but beautiful, just fantastic. And the fact that the design team kept the red roll cage, or the roll cage red, just makes it even that much better. It's just a legendary model. It's an all-timer for Hot Wheels, I think. Honestly, like there's no hype around it. It's just a really, really cool model and really fantastic as a chase as well. We'll move that one. Number 4, Lamborghini Essenza SCV12. Show you the back. It was also a new model. I think that was the only new model. They did a couple of upgrades from basic with the Bugatti EB110. Black on black would be pretty sweet with that one too. And the McLaren Speedtail. One day maybe. That would be a cool choice. So would the Koenigsegg. But the Essenza was a new model, obviously done in black as well. What was cool about this one too is like this was almost Spectre Flame, the green here, which is done as the regular Essenza. And then all they did, they just took all of the two-tone elements away and just changed that number 63 to red. I guess I could probably show you on the actual model. So another one that's just a beautiful chase, you know, and executed, a lot of thought going into the execution of these chases, not just turning everything black. So this is one of the ones that, yeah, it's just straight black with the number 63 on it. And like I said, just looks amazing. It's hard to really tell, probably even on the turntable, but you can. The tail lights are done in red in the back as well. Hard to see, but another just gorgeous, gorgeous model. Put this right here. Okay. I mean, as we are arguing whether Hot Wheels should do chases in car culture or not, they're like, well, whether or not, look how cool they are. And they are. I mean, opinion about chases I get, but these are just fantastic. All right. Jay Leno's Garage was the theme. Lamborghini Countach LP5000 QV. Lamborghini famously always wants the full names in the Hot Wheels cars. That's why they're always so long. Leno upgrade with the McLaren. The new model was the tank car. So glad they didn't do that as the chase. They picked the Lamborghini Countach LP5000 QV. I think this was the first one. Well, we'll show you that. Obviously, Leno's Garage is the background. Great art there. Pretty simple. But fantastic. And then, of course, black on black Countach, and especially without the wing. I just love this model. How many times have we had it? This was the red version, then the chase, and then we've had a yellow version. Is that it so far? I think so. This one, I think, was the first to have the wheels switched. So it started, the red one had, yeah, kind of those Watanabe Trans Am style rims. And then This one had the Aero style rims, which look good as well. I think that one was fantastic. I mean, this is a really, really clean casting too. Happy they did it for premium, and the Chase, really good choice. The Chase, this is what you're going to hear from me. They've not missed on the Chases. They just haven't. Not once. There might be some models I'd like to see as Chases, but Hot Wheels has not missed. I'm going to move this over. All right, next one. Actually, I think I'm going to have to turn this around. I think I had these wrong in order, and I did a short on these two, so you'll see they're out of order too. I think this was the next one. From Autostrasse. It's not a road rail. I can't remember. I had this remembered what it meant, and now I don't remember. Anyway, Autostrasse was the theme, and 73 Volvo 142 GL. Artwork on this was off the charts great. Off the charts great. There were the models. 280 SEL 4.5. Glad they didn't make that the Chase because we've had a black version before. BMW M3, that would have been cool. Lamborghini Euros, that was a terrible decision to put that one in there. Alpine A110 was great, but this was the one that had to be. And the teal color on this, it was beautiful, especially with the chrome rims. And the modern chrome rims in this lowered version. And then the Chase black on black, just awesome. It just seems everyone's, I'll be like, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. And you see me do this all the time in videos. This is a great, great casting too. No bumpers, sits lowered, supercar culture. There's Edith. She likes this one clearly. Another one that's just so cool. Chase or not. And you'll hear me say that a lot. Chase or not, chase or not. Just really, really cool. That was the Volvo. And the other one that I think I got mixed up. From Ronin Run, another great theme, was the Mazda RX7 FC Pandem. We haven't seen this move back to premium again. Edith's mad about something. Anytime there's a delivery, Edith's going to express her opinion. Mazda RX7 FC Pandem in black. There's the back. Really great model, RX7. 300ZX joined the fun. Starlet joined the fun. Got the 22B. And then we get the Mazda RX-7 Pandem. Really good choice. Obviously, we've seen this one that's based on the real car with the gold rims, white body, and then we get this black body Pandem kit, obviously, Pandem build, and small rims with the gold-lipped wheels. I think this one is really, really cool as well. And the fact that the art on these, since I just have the art here, what I love about this one, too, again, thought going into this is all of these were colored, animated, kind of based a little bit on the anime, and then this one goes just black and white versus the other art on the artwork. So even the Chase had some interesting artwork as well. To see this one go black and white was super cool. I should probably show the model, huh? There it is. In black. Yeah, rims stay the same. So far it was just the Lamborghini, right, that had a wheel switch. I think there's been a few that have had wheel switches. We'll figure that out as we go. This one's a really, really nice model too. I like that they kept the rims black and just did the gold lipped because it stays with the theme. I think this is the only one. I'm looking at these cars. I think this is the only one that has any color in the wheels too. So each one of them has some unique element to it, which is kind of cool. All right, keeping on going. When I've shown the Chases before and I've talked about it, people have said, oh, there was one other that isn't black. This is black. It is the 33 Willys from Drag Strip Demons. There were the models. The newest casting was the 33 Willys, obviously done in Gasser style. Well, actually, not Gasser style. Is it Gasser style? Drag style. Would you call this one a Gasser? It sits differently, right? I don't know. You guys can tell me. Rust Bucket was the theme. I think this one, obviously it was a rust. I can't remember the color. Was it white? Anyway, this one has a base color of black, but obviously the unique element from this one is that they did the patina elements as well. So there's the art. I should just, pull out the model. So this is a black Chase. It's just black, a body with patinaed, rusty elements. Wheels are great. I don't know, did they switch? I think the wheels are the same. Oh yeah, it's a cream color. I don't know. It's cream color. I'm trying to guess what it is, and I've got the artwork on the back of the card. Really, really cool. Again, unique. So really digging this one as well. And I think, again, it's probably, I mean, as far as chases go, it's not going to be my favorite, but it fits very nicely within the theme with that patinaed look. All right, I'm putting these, we'll get this car show kind of organized at the end. All right, move that there. The art on these are so great. This is I've tried car culture in general. I try and keep one set loose for my wall displays and one set carded, just because I like the art so much. All right, that was the first year, I believe, right? 8 chases, and that would have been 2022, I guess, and this would be 2023, starting with Speed Machines. Porsche 911 GT3, new casting the year before. These aren't Real Rider tires, they are plastic, but they are the Speed Machines wheels. That was the point here. The 911 Porsche came in the 60th anniversary deco, and then we got the really cool black over black, gray over black chase, and then Speed Machines art done total like retro style with that art. I think that's really cool. And there is the model here. So yeah, like I said, plastic wheels. Anybody complaining about, you know, these cars aren't $6.50 or whatever they are because of the Real Riders. That's an element of it, but it's because they're premium models. There's other things that go into that cost. So I'm actually glad that they did the actual Speed Machine wheels. They kept true to that. I don't know if we're going to see this theme again. Kind of hope we do. And see what other castings, because I thought with the mix it was okay. Yeah, it was pretty good actually, and I think the Porsche is the best choice. The Veneno I wasn't really into, but the other ones I guess it was a pretty decent mix. That one is cool. All right, so we're starting next year. Then we went to Spettacolare. I should just say it right. Lamborghini Countach LPI 804, the modern Countach. Some mixed feelings about the casting and the mismatched wheels, or the big and small wheels, or whatever you want to say. But very cool chase as well. Newest casting was the Countach. We had the old Countach and the new Countach. We had the Alfa Romeo. It was a good mix. Obviously, Italy was the theme here, and Countach is really cool in white, and then the black on black. Where is it? Here it is. So we've had, you start counting, I mean, we've had, we won't do it right now, but 2 Countach chases, which is kind of fun. We've had several Porsche chases too. That Porsche probably wins, but we'll see. But black over black, wheels were the same, just jet black, just pretty simple chase, had to be done. And it looks good, the black over black, just a really cool model. And that is the first 10. Obviously, you know, a couple years into, let's put this like this, we're into the second year of the chases, so really nice. I don't think there was I can just show you right here. I don't think there was a swing and a miss on those, right? All right, let's get to these others. Let's get to these last, 7, and then let's open some chases. All right, let's get to it. All right, so Canyon, what was it? Canyon Warriors. I wonder if it's Canyon Carvers. It was Canyon Warriors was this theme. One of my favorite shorts I ever did. I shot it on a highway outside of Moab along the Colorado River. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You can go look it up. It's really fun to do. Mercedes-Benz 500E. Casting that, well, Canyon Carver art. Models were great. M5 was fantastic. That was my favorite model in this. Volvo returns. Cosworth's there. 944 gets in. So other basics, 2 other basics that moved in. 3 actually, with the 500E. This one in silver, 2-tone silver. And I mean, a black over black Mercedes. I mean, you can't go wrong. A little bit of a gray element to this one too. Wheels look good. I just really like this casting. I liked it as a basic. I love it as a premium. I hope we see more. Really, really digging that Mercedes. That's the second Mercedes, right, that we've seen as a chase. So what's our count so far? Lamborghini 1, 2, 3. Porsche 1, Mercedes 2, Volvo 1, Toyota 1, Nissan 1, Corvette 1, obviously the Willys 1, but we'll see that change. All right, let's keep going. Race day, this was race day 2, obviously race day 3 is coming out this year. Porsche 935, another one that started as basic. This was the first chase, so we get some firsts here, right? Corvette was the first chase in general. Lamborghini was the first chase with different wheels. This was the first chase with a completely different deco. celebrating Porsche 75 years. It made a lot of sense. So they didn't take this KW deco on the 935 and just go black over black or gray over black on that one. They actually just changed the deco entirely. We got the Vantage. That was a peg warmer. Capri went. Mercedes went. This would have been cool in black too. And the R8 LMS, that was a little bit of peg warmer, but it's that Aston Martin that really hung. This Porsche is fantastic. So, you know, 75 anniversary logo on it. Jet black, I guess. Again, art. Julian's art was always cool on this one because he did it with the first race day and he's done it with the third one too. Is that if you look at the art, you'll start seeing elements of the other cars in the series in the background. Here is the model. Did they change the wheels on this one? I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Here on the 935. Modern 935. Really cool casting. Looks great. Jet black. Matches the basic. There's a basic done in the exact same deco, but obviously this one gets more detail in terms of taillights. I think Porsche spoiler, details on the top, things like that, but nice and clean and appropriately done as a chase, right? Just kind of works. I love that Hot Wheels is not staying exact, and obviously we'll talk about that with Roxy. They're not staying exact to what they have to do. Like we have to make it black, we have to do the deco, we have to base it on the original deco. They're playing with a little bit, and obviously we'll see probably other rule breakers later on. This was Modern Classics. This I think is the third version of Modern Classics. 98 Toyota Altezza, also known as the Lexus IS 300 here, but they did it as the Toyota Altezza, which I think was great. Here were the models in that one. Spoon Civic went fast. Fiat was new. I think it was introduced in car culture, but or I'm sorry, in Team Transport. So was the Volkswagen Corrado. We haven't seen that one yet. Back returning Mazda MX-5. That one was converted to premium as well. But it was the Altezza. That was a cool model, and this was the Chase. This photograph style is used in all the Modern Classics. Here is the Chase. Black on black again. Rims the same, clean, pretty standard Chase as far as standard Chases go. Just really nice black over black. I just think it's really cool. This casting I always thought was a little bit too big, but I've always loved the IS300, so I was glad to see that one. I think that's a really nice Chase as well, and good. You get to the point where it's like, hey, it's a cool choice. It's a really good choice, good chase, good execution. I mean, that is the overall theme with all of these. We'll keep going into, what was this one? Hot Wheels Off-Road. This was the final chase or the final mix of 2023. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this one. And I think it's like post-COVID kind of weirdness. It's still been kind of weird distribution-wise. It doesn't seem like they want to execute. I think they're going to end with Modern Classics, with the next Modern Classics in 2024. And then what they were going to do in 2024 now moves to 2025, some of those mixes. But here we go. 2005 Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Another one that's a new casting. 4Runner was the go-to here. This has been a bit of a peg warming set, which has been sad to see. But again, I think this is a cool chase because they take that Toyota stripes, that kind of standard Toyota stripe that you see, and then turn it into this like graded white to black, which I think is cool. And by the way, I think this one also had, it's hard to tell here, but yes, I think this is the second chase that has different wheels than the original. Pull this one out, put it on the turntable. This one has the 5 spokes. I think the other one had those 8-hole wheels, whatever you want to call them. Well, I think it's on the back. You could see on the back of the Prados that goes around on the turntable. That wheel is what's on the original, and then we've got it built into the casting here, but this one gets the 5 spokes as the chase. I think that one's pretty sweet. Seen this one, one other time since in a 2-pack, if I remember correctly, and I think that's a great premium casting as well. Let's keep on going. So we move now to 2024. Chases keep going. Here's another Porsche. So now we've had 1, 2, this is the third Porsche chase, 71 Porsche 911, existing casting. It seems like the first mixes of car culture always have an existing casting in it. This is an international card, as you can tell. That was the Porsche 9071. This one came out weird. This is one of the ultimate car culture peg warmers, the Aston Martin V12 Speedster. Probably would have chosen something else. Reventon Roadster is sat a little bit too. BMW and the McLaren seem to go, and of course the Porsche does. Porsches always do. This is a nice Chase. We'll put, actually we're going to do that. Put this here. Check out the Chase. This is probably a pretty standard Chase, and probably if I had to pick my least favorite, it's this one. Just because the gray over black, it's nice, it's okay. A black on black Porsche like this doesn't, I don't know. The other ones seem to work. This one doesn't work as well. This one's okay. The casting's great. I think the vintage race look on the original is better than this one, but it's a decent Chase. But again, if you wanted me to rank them 1 to 20, maybe I will at the end as we set up the little scene. It'll probably be number 20. So that's the what was the theme of this one? Exotic Envy. Not the best Exotic Envy set, was it? I don't know. That was an okay executed set. Now, this one. Fantastic. Slide Street 2. 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. This is the first one that like truly just removed all deco. We had, and I would imagine this might have been a licensing thing. Obviously, drifting is the theme of this one. One new casting, right? Yeah, Huracan moved from premium. Nissan Z240SX. That's actual Jimmy Lou's car. We get the RTR Mustang in a nice clean version, but of course the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla, Ryan Turk's Rain X car, was the new model here, and it was done in jet black. Wheels changed, so we get that from 10 spokes to the 6-spoke. And then all of the racing deco was removed, and now we get this black on black, essentially kind of factory style Corolla, GR Corolla, which is pretty cool. And because like you get two very different themes. My guess is that trying to recreate the Rain X deco it just wasn't going to happen. I would imagine through the racing team or through Rain X themselves, they weren't going to allow it, and so that's why we go to the jet black here. And it's great. I think it's a really cool Chase. Let's put it on the turntable. Just clean, taillights, headlights, nothing else. Black on black, would be a cool car you see flying down the road. Probably a pretty fun one to drive. I don't think this is a modified GR Corolla, right? I think this is pretty factory. You drift fans can tell me if there's anything modified on this that wouldn't be street legal, is that basically what I'm asking. Versus like the actual drift car. I don't think there is, but you guys can let me know. I'll put that right here, put this right here, one more, and then we're going to be ripping some cardboard. Which one was this? What was this mix called? World Tour. So I loved this mix. It seems to be picking up. The Toyota Supra goes fast. The Brasilia seems to go fast. I actually haven't seen very much of this mix at all, if I'm being honest. But the Alfa, and was there any new casting? No new casting, but obviously Brasilia went to premium. These were already premium. The Toyota Supra went to premium. Quattro's already there, and the Alfa Romeo. So like we had 3 models that were moved from basic to premium, and the GTV6 3.0 Alfa Romeo, really nice. And the red version makes more sense. Alfa Romeos, that's the signature color for Alfa Romeos. But this black on black, I don't know if you would see a car like this. Black on black, a classic Alfa Romeo like this, a black on black, I don't know, but again, pretty sweet. Wheels look great. Just jet black, plain black. Love how they did the headlights on this one. Black interior, of course. I think they all have black interior. I think they do. Really sweet car. Really dig this one as well. And again, more just about the execution of the model. I just think it's really cool. Like the fact that it's premium, it fits in premium, it should be in premium, and great choice for the Chase. All right. We got 3 models to open, and then we're going to build this car show. We will start with Japan Historics. This is in Japanese. Another cool element that Julian had. This is the 4th Japan Historics, JH4. It's got its own logo. This is the 64 print Skyline GT. The actual deco on this one is based on the legendary number 39 blueprints. An amazing car. We also got the Corolla was a new casting. Civic was moved up to premium. The RX3 and the Fair Lady were were already there as premiums, and this is a great, great casting. And black on black is pretty sweet. I have seen this one loose because we did a sneak peek on it, but my job is to open, and we're going to do that right now. It is so fun to open models. And let's get this beauty on the turntable. I like the Corolla. It loses its racing deco. I don't know if you'd see a black on black like this, but I would imagine if I'm at JCCS and I'm walking by and I see a Prince Skyline looking like this, I would, with the Watanabe rims, I would stop and stare for a very long time. The racing car, JDM Legends had one, a replica of this racing car there a while ago, a few years ago, and yeah, I stopped and stared. This is so cool. This is so cool. What a gem. Love how they took the headlight covers and turned them black on this too. Love that it's got the chrome bumpers, everything. It's just the only Chase with chrome bumpers? I think it is. That's interesting. Okay, so there's your first Chase with chrome bumpers. How about that? All right. Okay, that's that one. Next one. I don't know. I know this is out in Malaysia and other markets. I don't know if we've seen this one elsewhere, but or we've seen it in the United States, but it will be very soon. TerraTrek is the theme. Datsun King Cab, Baja Custom, designed by Charlie. This one, like, you know, the theme is that you've got the next car in the lineup behind the current car in the art, which is cool. So Datsun had the Land Cruiser behind it. We looked at the Land Cruiser. Behind that was the Mitsubishi. Behind that was the Hummer. Behind that was the Jeep. Behind that was the Datsun. Behind that was the Toyota. Behind that was the Mitsubishi. Behind that was the Hummer. And if you would go, it doesn't stop. That was the one thing about that art. It's going to keep you there forever if you were to follow it. That was a really cool Baja Custom. So people showed me some art with this, some pictures with this Datsun, the 720, looking just like that, a King Cab. And here we have it in its Chase format. Wheel change too on this one too, I think. 8 dots to this kind of, I don't know how many spokes are on that. I'm not even going to try and count them, but I am going to open it. There's the art. Here is the model. Let's get it on the turntable. I love this casting. Love that it's lifted. Love the kind of Baja rally style build that it is. Almost a modernized version, updated. Wheels look so good on it too. Love this. They took some of the deco away, right? I think, yeah, some of the racing deco, but kept the dots in there. So I think that's really cool. Nice to see that done. We'll put that over here. And then lastly, what we've all been waiting for, the very first. We figured out the firsts. But this is definitely a first. The first non-black Chase. There's not an element of black outside of maybe the chassis to be found. The reason they did this wasn't, well, basically what happened, I told this story, is they worked with AO Racing to do Roxy. And it made a ton of sense to do Roxy, and they worked with the team to replicate the car. Charlie built the casting, and then they built the deco, the actual deco for Roxy. And while they were doing that, in the process, AO Racing came to Hot Wheels and said, hey, just so you know, little secret, keep it quiet, we're working on a second version, what we're going to call is Roxy's sister, Roxy. And it's going to be similar deco to Roxy, but we're going to do it in pink. And the team at Hot Wheels, Jimmy and the designers, they all kind of went back and said, well, we could do a second version later, but what if we canned the black Chase, and since they're so closely related, we do the very first non-black Chase, and that is how Roxy came to be. They went to AO Racing, asked about it. AO Racing said, we're all in, and that is why we have this. So we may just see all black chases moving forward. I don't know. I don't think that, I mean, maybe it breaks open the door and then we're going to see other chases like this, but I like the fact that they're all black. But this one makes a lot of sense as an exception to the rule. It's special. It's going to be a big deal. I think it will compete with this one as the must-have car culture chase for good reason. Pink body, pink wheels. I think the actual race car has non-pink wheels, but they went green over green on Roxy. So I actually like it this way. I think it's a really cool version for really cool execution for this car. I'll show you the cars in this. That was the new casting. The GT4, the Nissan Z, is a new casting as well. Continental upgraded. C8.R we've seen before, and the 320 second version of that one in kind of, you know, more of like a tribute racing livery. All right, should we open this up? Race day, as you can see, cars from the other theme. I am probably hesitating because, yeah, I've been kind of anticipating this moment. So let's just get right to it. I like to open these. I like to rip them. I don't cut the blister because I think it's organic that way. Here it is. Oh, it's cool. It is cool. Put it on the turntable, let it ride. The pink 10 spokes. If this wasn't a chase, can you imagine how many people are going to want to get their hands on this for customs? Maybe there'll be another car coming out with, I don't think there's been anything with a pink 10 spokes, has there? I don't know. This is fabulous. The deco on this is so good. It's really well executed. Little Rexy and Roxy face in the front using the headlights. Just perfect. Plastic spoiler, which I love because they can just get a little bit more detailed. This is a gem. All right, let's just create a car show here. I'm going to move the camera over here. Should we rank them as we go? Why not? I said I would, so this video is already long enough. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be, I know what the best are. So if we just go like, these are the okays over here. These will be my top 5. Black on black Mercedes. It just works as a chase. It works as a regular car. I just think this thing just kind of VIP going on. I absolutely love that. So that's number 5. Number 4 will be a companion piece, the black on black C63 Black Series. Another car that just looks so cool as a chase, but so cool just on its own. So that's number 4. Number 3, I love the Volvo. The black over black. It may not be the most realistic model, but I think it's just done so well. It's definitely not stock, as it says best stock here, but we're just gonna put it there anyway. So that's Volvo's number 3. Number 2, boy. You know what? I'm tempted to say Roxy, just because, but it is the new kid on the block. So I'm going to give it the number 2 spot, only because it might change to number 1, but I'm no different than anybody else. This is my number 1. It is the best chase. It looks good just on its own, black over black with the Liberty Walk deco in gray, the red spoiler. It's just, I think I have to pick a black chase as the number 1, and I'm no different. It's just one of the coolest Hot Wheels models ever is the Liberty Walk Skyline, so that's my number 1. You guys tell me what you think. I like the chases. You guys may disagree, but I like them. I like the execution of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what is coming in the next 20 car culture chases. Hopefully there will be 20 more. Thanks, everybody. Bye.